Week 12 of the 2024 NFL season brought us some barn burners, some quarterbacks that are ascending, and some quarterbacks that are staying in my top 5 week after week and peaking at the right time. I'm professional quarterback Justin Arth, here to break down your top 5 quarterback performances of the week and give you a couple honorable mentions that just missed out. Let's get to those honorable mentions. Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Bryce Young, who I really wanted to talk about, Jared Goff, and Cooper Rush. Number 5, Bo Nix. Bo Nix had a 94.6 QBR, 25 of 42 for 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bo is playing some very impressive football down the stretch and did it again against the Raiders. He's placing footballs with pristine precision. He's driving the ball really well right now. He's on this really good stretch where everything is lining up mechanically and you're seeing some big zip on the football. He's not nearly putting the ball in harm's way at all, which is great for a Sean Payton quarterback. He plays his biggest on third downs. He also plays big on plays immediately following a penalty and, of course, in the red zone as of late. Number 4, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had a 107.5 QBR, 24 of 30 for 294 yards, with an additional 29 yards and 1 touchdown on the ground. This dude is a baller and a dog, D-A-W-G. You want elite ball placement? Baker gives that to you. You want some elite playmaking ability? Baker gives that to you. If you want a selfless quarterback that's going down the field 35 yards to block for his running back, Baker gives that to you. The stats don't scream top 5 this week, but you look at every throw he made when you break the film down, he's doing all the little things right, and he's perfecting those little details. He was hyper aware of that fumble. I love the way Baker is playing football right now. He's playing heads up football, high IQ football, and he is balling for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 3, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams had a 103.2 QBR, 32 of 47 for 340 yards and 2 touchdowns with 33 additional yards on the ground. Man, Caleb Williams was the king of needle throws this week. We talk about King of JUCO in baseball. No, Caleb Williams was the king of needle throws against the Vikings. Almost every throw he made was a very tight window throw, basically in the ear hole of a defender. The offensive line couldn't stop Minnesota's pass rush all day, but that meant Caleb Williams was forced to make some very athletic plays, to extend plays, to make plays in the run game, and heck, even to make a jumping throw to DeAndre Swift that in a previous day and age, Harrison Smith would have killed DeAndre Swift. He's still flirting a lot with disaster at times, but today it went in his favor. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes had a 120.2 QBR, 27 of 37 for 269 yards and 3 touchdowns, with an additional 60 yards on 5 rushes on the ground. Down the stretch, Patrick Mahomes just knows when to flip the switch. You can clearly see him mirror concepts well with his eyes and his feet. He's progressing through reads, but when the play breaks down or when a zone defense vacates the area, leaving a rushing lane open, Mahomes is creating big plays with those legs. You saw that for several big plays in this game. And as always with Patrick Mahomes, he clutched up and led a game-winning drive when the game was in jeopardy. Patrick Mahomes is throwing with precision now. The little bit of spraying the football all over the field that you were kind of seeing with Patrick earlier in the year, he's really toned up those mechanics. He's really cleaned up those mechanics, and he's throwing strikes. And the processing was always good with Pat, but he's now performing the way that we expect Patrick Mahomes to perform. And obviously, it's happening down the stretch. Number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. Tua had a 128.9 QBR, 29 of 40 for 317 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Miami Dolphins need Tua Tagovailoa, and boy is he playing well since returning back from the injury. Tua doesn't wow you with this out-of-the-world athleticism or arm talent, but what he does do so well is quick processing, throwing guys open, and understanding his answers to defensive coverages. Tua makes great decision after great decision and makes the routine almost look automatic, which is something professionals like myself tend to do a lot, but Tua is operating at even that just more extreme level since coming back from injury. I saw a lot of eye manipulation of safeties and some great look-offs as well. His footwork is tremendous, and because of Tua, the Dolphins are back in the AFC playoff race.